afternoon, and that is David Moore, a guitarist extraordinaire and artist, international blues artist. I love the aspect that he goes to South America and plays in Argentina and Chile and Buenos Aires, all those good places. And good afternoon, David, and welcome to the Blues House Party.
Thank you so very, very much, Jay. And once again, as always, I thank you for loving the music that we truly love, the blues, and for working so hard on this, one of the oldest blues shows in San Francisco, as I understand.
Yes, it is. 33. I started the first week of 1980, actually. Yeah.
A true honor for me to be here today, man. Thank you so much for the invitation.
Well, you are a wonderful artist. I'm I never hear you enough, but if those people who haven't seen you in action, you can check him out on a Friday afternoon in the heart of North Beach, the Saloon. Talk about longevity. The Saloon has been there over 150 years.
Yeah, you're right.
It was there during the actual 1849ers. And I actually heard some stories. There was actually people shanghaied and taken out
Yes.
on the boats.
Yeah, you hear that, yeah.
Right from North Beach. So what do you have in store for... Tell me, do you change up your format, or you add new songs and stuff?
All of that, actually. Yeah, about the format, the band. Yes, I have a new band member named David Da Silva from San Jose, California. He's playing bass with us now. And it's very nice to play with David because not only is it easy to work with the guy, to me it's very important, to be able to work with somebody on the stage and in the studio as well. And
yes,
it's sometimes it's a lot of tension, especially in the studio. You change different ideas, and it's this.
That's right.
Friction,
so he's working out, is he?
Yes, it's very nice to work with the guy, and besides that, he understands. Both of my worlds, the blues, straight blues from the 20s to the 40s, as well as a little bit of hard rock or blues rock, So
yes.
David have played both type of music. So
well, I hear both in your music also, including Jimi Hendrix and Stevie Ray Vaughan yourself.
Yes, I love both of them, and it's. Even when sometimes people come and say, "Oh, yeah, you sound like Stevie Ray," sometimes I don't like it because I have been working so hard in creating my own tone right now, and I
yes.
think that finally, after all these years of listening to people like Johnny Winter, Hendrix, Blackmore, Robert Johnson, Albert King, and Freddie King, and mix all those styles together, finally now I got after thousands of dollars changing gears too, I got my own tone,
What amp are you on during your career? You've probably been through half a dozen amps or more?
Half a dozen, I would say, 600 probably. But yeah, and a gear junkie. I'm always working on different type of gears. Now my favorite amps are Fender Brookings. They're very expensive amplifiers. The reissues of those amps are around $4,000, and I have two original Brookings. One has a serial number on the 2000 ranges.
Oh, right.
Yeah. And the other one I got it from Johnny Nitro, actually.
Oh, did you?
Yes,
oh, right.
Yes, he made me suffer for 4 years to get that amp. I said, Johnny, come on, let me have the amp. No, man, no, I don't want to sell it to you,
Well, he was very generous. He gave Tommy Castro one of his guitars.
Yes.
And you got one of his amps, so
yes,
spreading the music around.
Yeah, I understand that he used that amplifier on the album Travel, I believe.
His travel amp? Uh-huh.
Yes, and so I used two of those Vibro Kings and a 1968 Super River. That is my favorite amp. I don't even I don't even keep it on the studio. Actually, that amp is in my living room pretty much. It's
Oh,
my pride and joy.
Do you use reverb? Is that one of your tools?
Yes, I am a river junkie.
Yeah.
Yes, a lot of river, yeah.
Reverb junkie. All right. Well, speaking of travels, what was your? Tell us again about your recent South America trip. That was so interesting to me.
It's always nice to play in other places, different cultures, and there are good things and bad things, and the good things is that, well, of course, they have a lot of beautiful women there in South America, and the food is amazing, and they treat us very nice, and the gigs are shorter. I mean, I couldn't believe it. Sometimes we play 45 minutes, when here I play shows of 4 hours sometimes, and
Yes.
And the pay is good, but I don't get to bring my band sometimes, and I don't get to use my gear. So
You have to travel light, more or less, and so you get down to, let's say, Buenos Aires, and you find a backup band,
Yes.
and you use their guitar and amp.
Yeah, that's pretty much how it is. I show them the song list via Skype, a computer program with a camera. And,
Yes, yes.
And I talk to the guys on Skype, and then I email the song list. And by the time I get there, it's only an hour and a half of rehearsal before we start the tour. That's it.
That's it.
That's it. So it's
an
it's,
hour and
hi,
a half.
My name is David.
You shake hands,
The
and
guitar
you're off.
player.
You're off to
Yes.
to the concert.
Yeah, and it's tiring. You're sleeping, and the weather is different. It's very humid and hot. Okay.
Hot and humid down
But,
there, right?
You don't sleep well. But I love my job. I can't complain. And of course, I love to play here. I live here for 25 years, and I love, especially in the Bay Area. I feel like I'm playing for friends more than for fans.
Yes. Yeah. Well, I've seen you a couple places, and Fort. I haven't checked you out down at Fort Mason, but you still get a few. Fort Richmond. Excuse me. You still get a few gigs down there.
You mean in Port Richmond, or you mean at San Rafael?
Yes.
San Rafael at
Fort
Phoenix.
Richmond.
Yes. Well, I'm also planning a new type of show now that is called the David Moore Guitar Show. We were thinking also called David Moore Guitar Extravaganza. Every month I'm gonna invite a different guitar player. It's pretty much the same than Joe Satriani does with Steve Vai. They call it the G3, and every concert they bring a different guitar player. But I want to do this with blues music. So I'm planning to bring probably Daniel Castro to the Phoenix in San Rafael on September 19. Also, we were talking with Daniel early this afternoon about that.
Oh,
So,
cool.
Yeah, and I'm gonna be there this month on August 29 at 8 p.m. at it's called Phoenix Super Club. Very nice venue.
Yeah, brand new club in San Rafael on 4th Street.
Yes. Yes, the sound is great.
Yes, I've been there. It's
Yeah.
a nice new club.
Yeah, I'm gonna limit myself to talk about the music only. So as the sound is great, and the food is good too.
Right.
The sound is very good.
Yeah.
And we are planning also a new record coming up. We have 17 songs with my new bass player.
Oh, so have you been in the studio with your new group, and you're working on a new CD?
Yes, we are rehearsing. And I think that this album is gonna be. I shouldn't say that, but let's put it this way. I really enjoy the material, and